Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We're going to start this love reading by taking a look at your overall energy. And we start with Unleash Your Creativity. Fear. Love scares me because it scarred me. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, the fear is kind of what's keeping you stuck at this Two of Wands decision point. You're needing to decide, do you move forward? Do you move into a different direction? And you're not sure because you're afraid that if you move forward, then, you may experience pain again. But you're also afraid that if you move into a different direction, that you're going to lose the opportunity that's in front of you, the, connection, the depth that you could experience here. And so you're concerned about that as well. So you're kind of frozen. Part of the deal too is that that's moving into all of your energy and you're kind of frozen in just expressing yourself, and so you're kind of really rigidifying into a kind of an energy that is like, okay, I just want to pause everything. I don't worry about changing anything. Let's pause everything. Let's keep everything right here. Kind of like the Four of Pentacles. You definitely want to shake that loose one way or another, whether that's move forward beyond this fear, even in the face of that fear, and just continue to move forward with this connection. I think that is definitely something you want to highly consider, and I think you'll find that if you do that and you can see yourself standing up against that fear and just moving forward anyway, knowing that maybe you will experience pain, but it's worth that risk, in understanding that and intentionally saying, I'm still going forward, I think you'll find that your creativity begins to unlock as well. And that is such an important part of you, Libra. I think you're aware of that, maybe at a real low level, but I think you are aware of that. And I think that that's really going to open your life up in a way that maybe you haven't experienced to this point. So definitely consider that. All right, what about your person? What is their overall energy here? Procrastination. Compassion. Thank you for caring when nobody else did. And the Ace of Cups. So wonderful energy here, right? Overflowing emotional fulfillment. And again, that compassion. They are appreciative of you. They're appreciative of this connection that the two of you are, I think it's safe to say, working out, right? Not to say that it's not where it needs to be fully, but does it ever get there, right? I think that part of the deal here is that the two of you have a desire to align. It's just not clear how does that play itself out in the real world, right? Each of you have your own life, and each of you have, the things that you have to deal with that are maybe, let's say, energetic drains or energetic sinks possibly in your life, maybe not to a huge degree, but to some degree. And then having to work this out together is not one of those energetic sinks, but it does require energetic focus and pouring that in. And so finding that balance where you can, appropriately take care of the things individually in your life that you need to, and then also work on this connection together, it's been difficult. And that's this procrastination element in your person, is that they know that they need to focus more here. They know that, but they're just kind of putting that off, and it's just like, well, I'll just do it another day. I'll give the energy more another day. Not because they don't want to. So it may come across to you, Libra, as they don't want to, and this connection is not important to them. Know that that's not the case. It's just that they're stuck in the cycle of procrastination and focus on it. That if they can clear that, if they can really open up to not having to worry about something, maybe some fear on their side too, worry so much about pouring all that energy out, and realize that if they do focus that here some in the short term, it could create something that gives them overwhelming energy later. Just something they need to be kind of aware of, I think. How do you feel about this connection, Libra? The Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Chariot. So yeah, that Three of Swords may be that feeling that you have from them not really focusing on this connection as much as you'd like them to, Libra. And that's may have been painful for you, right? And that could be some of the reason why you have fear to push forward here. But you still have that desire to push forward. You have the Chariot, right? You want to do that, right? As much as you have the fear, you really want to. You're just not right now because you're kind of stuck at the decision point to say, okay, I'm going to go in on this and I'm going to put my energies here. Know that speaking with your person, opening up on this, I think you've tried a little bit and maybe you've either been shut down and not received the way that you want to be. I don't think you should stop, though. I think it's a matter of finding the right time where your person is available, finding the right time where your person's receptive too, right? Because this procrastination energy is going to make them procrastinate on even responding. Like, say, if you send them a text message or an email or something, that procrastination is going to make them delay that response very likely, just because that's just the overall energy that they're working with, right? That's just kind of the mode that they are in life, and it's nothing to do with you. It's just them, how they are. I would just reiterate this desire you have to move forward. Double down on that. Keep going. It's going to be worth taking that risk because it's going to help you grow one way or the other, no matter how it comes out. So it's important for you, Libra. How does your person feel about this connection? The Moon, Judgment, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, talking about that love scares me because it scarred me. That's kind of the Nine of Wands on their side too. So they're having a similar feeling here with their emotions. They have these barriers up, right? It's not that they don't want to move forward, because the Nine of Wands still is looking toward the future, right? Trying to move forward, but very tentatively, very almost timidly, right? Just kind of worried that things are going to go awry again. But the motion there for the desire to move forward is still there. The Judgment here, I think this is applied to themselves. I think they're overly judging where they find themselves, and I think that they have this perspective that they're not good enough for this connection. And that's why they continue to procrastinate, is that they don't want to, or they don't, not that they don't want to, they don't know how to engage here in a meaningful way because they feel that they are below the level, your level, Libra, that they're not worthy of this connection. And that's coming from this Moon energy. It's something from their past that is like kind of grown into part of who they envision themselves as, but it's not a real part of who they are, right? It's just kind of a story that's been implanted into them by parents, friends, who knows what, just society maybe generally, and they've bought into it, even though it's not truly who they are. They've got to release that, and once they release that, that judgment can clear up and be, more of the exalted judgment where they're using that to discern the things that are serving them, the things that are not serving them, versus casting the judgment on themselves to say that, oh, I'm not worthy of this or that or the other. I think your person definitely has some emotional things to clear up here. How do you view this connection, Libra? The King of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Sun. Yeah, so this is some good energy here. King of Wands, taking action, always successful. It's going to work out. That's kind of how you see it, is that you have kind of this, and this may even be subconscious, but you have this perspective that it's going to work out as long as we keep taking action and moving forward here. And I think that that's a good intuition to rely on. The Ten of Cups, the pivotal card on your side, happily ever after energy, wonderful emotional fulfillment, and experiencing that emotional fulfillment with the connection here and with the relationship that the two of you can build with the energies that each of you are bringing to the table. And then the Sun, the identity of that, or the identification with that you have, right? That this is an expression of you, the truest you, and who you are, and who you're supposed to be in this life, and what you want about your life in this period that you have here. It resonates with you very deeply, Libra. And again, I think that's a good intuitive pickup. How does your person see this connection? The Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Cups for them as well. Very interesting. So again, happily ever after for them on their side as well. But not only that, not only do they see this as a happily ever after sort of energy and connection, moving toward victory. Six of Wands, that again, successful movement forward. Six of Wands is very similar to the King of Wands. Very interesting that comes out for them. And then the Four of Wands, that marriage ceremony, that deep commitment, and that desire to have that commitment here in this physical realm together. These three cards paint a picture of deep alignment with this connection, that they're seeing that this deeply intertwines with their life in a way that they want to see come to fruition. What are next steps for you, Libra? The Hierophant, the Six of Wands for you, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is also good. The Hierophant's that spiritual connection, and so establishing that and growing that and learning from each other spiritually is going to be very important. So it's going to behoove you to figure out how to start that process soon. Again, that's this fear that you need to move beyond. This is why, right? That the Hierophant, the spiritual connection here, is important to your life path. We know it is because of the Sun as well. Not only that, the Ace of Pentacles, this is the goal that you have in mind. It may not be clear in your mind. It may be a little fuzzy what the details of that are, but this is it, right? This is that connection that you have been longing for and looking for. That the Ace of Pentacles is for you to realize that and to start to fashion what that looks like in your life, and then move toward that victoriously with the Six of Wands. Action is the key here in your side of the reading, Libra. Action is required, but know that once this action starts to unfold, the things that you're looking for will very likely manifest, especially if your person can move beyond this procrastination energy. And what are next steps for them? The Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. The celebration that this can represent in their life, the wonderful Three of Cups, the celebratory energy. This is what they will be moving into if they can face the fact that they're at the Eight of Swords right now. I think that they've not admitted that to themselves, and that's how this procrastination energy has taken hold of them, is that they believe that there's no way forward, or they certainly don't see it because they feel like they're bound and blindfolded, so they decide, well, I'll deal with it later. I'll figure out how to deal with it later. Always later, not now. They need to realize that this is where they find themselves, and all they have to do is take a step forward to unbind themselves. Then when they're unbound, they can remove the blindfold from their face and understand how to move forward more specifically and more completely. The Queen of Cups, though, the connection to the divine feminine emotion and that wonderful intuition, they have to take hold of that. Now is the time for them to take hold of that, or they will likely put that off for a very long time. And that won't serve this connection for sure. So I think that both of you have some action that you can take to really move things forward here, but I think that both of you desire this connection at a very deep level. I really think so, Libra. So let's get some message cards and see what your person has to say. Our love can power galaxies. Now that's a powerful love, right? Definitely I think that this is what we're seeing here, because there's so many cards that just indicate this is right. This is it. Ace of Cups for them, Hierophant, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Sun, King of Wands, the Chariot, Six of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. It's like almost every card here is so clearly aligned with truly the power of this relationship and that real high level energetic vibration. It's very wonderful and interesting to see this unfold. We can't evade our destiny. So your person believes this is the destiny. And I think that this is probably such a true perspective from them, because that procrastination, that's why it's easy for them to procrastinate. Because they think it's going to happen no matter what. The problem is that when they say we can't evade our destiny, that's true, but you can delay it. You could delay it for a very long time. And that is not something you want to do when it's your destiny, when it's meant to be, and when it's something so special as what this looks like it can be, right? You don't want to do that. And they're not aware of that. They're not thinking about, feeling about things from that perspective. And I think they really need to open up to that understanding, and that will probably compel them to some more action in the short term. But again, like I said, Libra, both of you have action that you can take to really start moving things in this direction. And I truly think that this is possible here. And I think the biggest thing, Libra, for you, this is really going to unlock a bunch of doors. This fear, it's real. Of course the fear is real. But you know what? What's even more real, what's even more better, what's even better and more special is on the other side of that fear, the wonderful love that this can be. But not just that, the creativity in your life, the other levels of spiritual growth and development that you can move into when you're not controlled by that fear. You can be the master here. That fear does not have to be the master. Know that. You can step forward beyond that, and I think you'll see your life really take some shifts that maybe you've been desiring for quite a while. All right, Libra, I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please only take those elements that resonated with you, as that's the important information that your higher self has for you to integrate on your path forward to experiencing the relationship you are looking for. And thank you so much for spending some of that precious and valuable time with me here on my channel in this reading. That is very meaningful to me. So please accept my sincere gratitude for that. I really do appreciate you being here, Libra. Again, I hope this was a helpful reading for you, and we will see you next time.